I'm going to be making a black bean tofu and turnip stir fry, and then I'm also going to be making garlic coconut bok choy. This is all going to be vegan. So what I'm using is shiitake mushrooms. You could use either fresh or dried. I'm using 1 block of firm tofu. I'm using garlic black bean sauce. I'm using garlic chili sauce, sesame oil, coconut oil, garlic. I have 4 turnips and 2 carrots and a bunch of green onions, and then I have 1 head of bok choy. So let's get to peeling our carrots and turnips to start out. Okay, so I'm going to slice these carrots and turnips, and I'm going to change the attachment on my salad shooter. I'm going to change it to this serrated slicer, and I'm going to start out with the carrots. The salad shooter's been giving me a lot of trouble. It might be on its last leg here. Yeah, it's giving me some difficulty here. Hopefully we can get all these vegetables cut up. I think I'm going to need a new salad shooter. Now for the turnips. You know, I don't think I'm going to put the turnips through the salad shooter because I'm having such difficulty with the salad shooter. So what I'm going to do is cut it into quarters like that and cut it into slices. Now I wanted the main vegetable in this to be turnips, so that's why I bought so many turnips. Okay, so we got that all chopped up. So now I want to soak my shiitake mushrooms. So I'm just gonna grab like a handful of shiitake mushrooms, maybe even a little bit more than that, because I like shiitake mushrooms. Put them in a bowl here and let them soak in warm water. Let this soak there. Okay, now we're gonna make our black bean sauce. Smells so good. So I'm gonna use probably 2 heaping teaspoons full of black bean sauce. And now we need some garlic chili sauce. I like it spicy, so I'm going to use 2 not so heaping, but a little bit heaping teaspoons of garlic chili sauce. And now we need some sesame oil. So I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of sesame oil also. Mix that up. Now, we will be adding the shiitake mushroom broth to the sauce. But first, let's add a little more garlic. I want it super garlicky, so I'm going to use 4 cloves. Oh, you know what else we need? We need some onions. I didn't think about that. What would it be without onions? Okay. Add our garlic to our sauce. Mix that up. So I'm going to add 1 large yellow onion to our vegetables. I'm going to slice them in big slices like that. And then cut off the tip. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get our vegetables steaming. I'm going to add a couple more tablespoons of sesame oil to the pan and let that get heated up. Now I'm gonna start slicing my bok choy. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some coconut oil to this pan and get it heated up. So I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Yum, bok choy. We are definitely getting our servings of cruciferous vegetables. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. But you know, cabbages and stuff. We got bok choy, we got turnips, and I'm also going to be serving it with my rutabaga kimchi. And I should probably start getting the rice started. So I'm gonna make, let's see, I think I only have maybe 2, no, I have about 1.5 cups of rice. So I'm only gonna make about 1.5 cups of rice. So I need 3 cups of water. And real fast I'm gonna chop up 5 cloves of garlic for the bok choy, and I'm gonna plug in that rice cooker and get the rice started. I have to move my tripod though. Okay, so this pan is already heated up enough to add my vegetables. So I'm gonna let that saute. Okay, let's give this a nice stir here. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, now we're gonna add our garlic to the coconut oil. Get that nice and fragrant. And then we're gonna add our bok choy. And that will cook down. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon salt. And these vegetables you don't need to add any salt to because they will have enough salt from the black bean sauce. Now I'm going to cover this and let it steam for a little bit while I cut up the tofu. This looks like really good tofu. I can't remember where I got this. I think I got it at Winco. I'm gonna cut it in half lengthwise, and then I'm gonna cut it into cubes. They're not really cubes, squares. This is very firm tofu. I like it a lot. So we're gonna go back over to this bok choy, work on getting it all stirred in there. And then I'm just gonna give it some time to cook down a little steam. steam a little there, wilt a little bit there. Let it cook down a little. Okay, I'm just gonna give everything a little stir. I'm gonna let those vegetables in the big pan keep steaming. But I'm gonna let this get a little stirred here. Get some of that garlic all over and the bok choy. Ooh, yummy bok choy. I've never had it with coconut oil before. I'll see how I like it. It smells good. Okay, let's go ahead and check on these steamed vegetables now. Should have used a pot holder. That's looking pretty good. Look at that color there. Yum. I'm going to turn that down just a tad. And now I'm going to, let's see, yeah, I'm going to add the tofu. And I'm going to put the black bean sauce on top of that tofu. And then I'm going to add my shiitake mushrooms. And then just mix that all together. Ooh, that smells yummy. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat back up to 7. So, I'm gonna wanna serve this with some of the kimchi I made in my last video, which I'll leave linked down below. Now, even though this kimchi isn't vegan, it could be if you used a vegan kimchi base. We're gonna have lots of yummy vegetables with dinner tonight. Yum, look at that kimchi. We want this to thicken up, so I'll let it keep boiling down until it thickens up. Okay, I think this bok choy is done now. So I'm going to dish up some bok choy. Let's give this bok choy a taste here. I'm curious. It's good. Adds a nutty flavor with the coconut. Okay, I think I can go ahead and dish up some of this tofu. And we're going to want some green onions on top of all of this. So I'm going to slice up a couple green onions. So I'm going to just top mostly this tofu with green onions, but I'm going to top it all with green onions because I love green onions. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. Okay, now we need some rice. So let me zoom you in there so you can see it better. There we go. We have black bean and turnip tofu. We have rutabaga kimchi. We have bok choy. And we have rice. And I can't wait to eat this. Yum!